Hey, y'all go ahead and hit that like button for my girl Nezuko Pop You, man. I wouldn't risk it.
FJ on the beat, ho.
Yo, YouTube, it's your boy Kobe, man. I got a dope cut for y'all today. It's real different. I have been doing a lot of undercuts. I mean, this is pretty much another undercut, but this is such a dope, it's a dope outcome to it. I love this cut. I've been cutting this client. It's my boy LeVar. I've been cutting him for years now, pretty much since I started, but without further ado, let's get into it. So to kick it off, I'm going in with a 1.5 blade on my Oster Volt detachable clippers, the cordless, of course. And this is the desired length right here. We're gonna go all the way around the head with the 1.5 blade. Now, we're not gonna cut any of the, I don't know if you want to call those dreads, twisties, whatever. He kind of just lets his hair do whatever. Honestly, this is how he's been rocking his hair for a minute. I guess you could call them dreads. They look like dreads, but in person they look like little twisties. It's crazy. So I don't want to call them dreads. I don't want to mess up the terminology for y'all, and y'all I don't know. It's just, it is what it is. This is the signature LeVar haircut, you know. So 1.5 all the way around, and he's getting a taper in the neck area, and then we're gonna line him up. It's dope outcome, man. Just stay tuned for this transition. So, real quick, as I'm sitting here editing this video, right? Sorry, it's kind of dark. I'm sitting here editing this video, and I just wanted to say thank you guys for all the love that y'all have been showing. Y'all have been showing mad love. Y'all done, I hit 51 subs. I think I'm at 50, 51, something like that. The bald fade with braids video almost hit 400 views. It might be at 400 now. I don't know. I just want to say thank y'all so much for all the love y'all are showing. I really hope you guys are learning from this content. I'm trying to be as educational as possible in these videos. And if you guys have any questions, man, feel free to comment in the comment section. I'm mad active. I'm always replying to people's comments, hearting them, liking them, things of that nature. So I really appreciate you guys. And like I say, hopefully you guys are learning from me. Enjoy the rest of the video.
FJ on the beat, ho.
So right now we're jumping straight into the neck taper. I got my wall cordless seniors, and my lever is all the way closed. And these are 0 gap, by the way. I like to start out my bald lines with the clippers closed instead of the trimmers. So put my bald line in, and then I went lever all the way open, put in about a 1/2 inch to 1 inch guideline, and now I'm 1/4 of the way open, and I'm just flicking that line out. That's all I'm doing here. 1/4 of the way open, flicking that line out, and that normally gets it out. If it doesn't, then I'll kind of open the lever a little bit more, you know. Now I'm taking my Andis cordless masters, and I'm going lever all the way open. These are not 0 gap because they open up to a true 1. And I'm just putting in another guideline, probably about another 1/2 inch to 1 inch panel. And now I'm going halfway, just flicking up under that line. And then after halfway, I'm gonna go in all the way close to blend that line out completely. And that pretty much, I mean, that's doing the trick. That's doing the, you know, it looks pretty much blended out. Obviously, I'll come back and do detail work later on, but for the most part, that's all we're gonna do down there. And now we're gonna take our 1 guard all the way closed. Remember, we did a 1.5 blade all the way around, so I like to throw this 1 guard closed on just to make sure that I'm gonna set myself up for a dope transition, a better transition. I'm pretty sure I could blend that line out with just the 0 guard, but like I say, I like to be thorough with everything that I do. So I'm going in with the 1 closed, and then I'm gonna open it halfway and go just above it, just to ensure that everything's at the length that it needs to be in order to get a nice blend. So now I'm going in with my 0 guard, and looks here like it is all the way closed. So I start out all the way closed, and I'm gonna open it halfway and flick up under that line some more, just to really blend that out and be thorough with it. Like I say, if this doesn't take it out, I'm just gonna pop this guard off and open my lever all the way and just go in with no guard, lever open, and clean up. I might have to do some lever, you might have to do some lever play when it comes to that step, but you know, we'll get there. I know you guys can't see that right side, so I apologize for that, but this thing's slowly but surely starting to come together. I'm just going halfway closed, playing with the lever. And so right here, I'm gonna take my guard off and go in lever open. Nothing but the blade, y'all, and just go in detail and try to blend that line out, because I see a faint line in there right now, and I'm pretty sure no guard halfway open will get that line out, if I'm not mistaken. If it doesn't, then I'll just keep dropping that lever down. You guys cannot be afraid to dig up in there. Now, with me seeing other people cut hair that have just started out, you know, they've told me, you know, they're a little bit afraid to really get in there, and I've seen it with my own eyes. When they're cutting hair, they're not really cutting too much off because they're timid, or they're afraid that they don't want to mess up. They don't want to make any mistakes. And I say all the time, you know, I was that person one time, and you just got to get up in there and trust the process, trust your steps, right? You got to trust it. And I also want to say, man, I appreciate you guys I'm already at 51 subs, something like that. My boy Aaron, his cut with the braids then hit almost 400 views. That's love. That's amazing. It's the most views I've ever had in my life on YouTube. So I appreciate it. You know, I don't know how to act, but here I am, just spraying some hold and spray on my client's hairline, all around the edges. This stuff is cold. I probably shouldn't do this. Don't copy what I do, guys, because I think I make my clients uncomfortable sometimes when I spray this spray. You know, they flinch back a little bit. You know, they're like, you know, it's cold. Especially LeVar. He's always flinching and complaining about how it's cold. Dang, B. But nah, we're just prepping the lineup. We're prepping the edges for a dope lineup. That's what we're doing. So sprayed around all the edges. Now I'm blow drying it, making sure everything is nice and locked in and frozen and pulled front and center, so that when I hit it with these trimmers, I'm gonna hit it with these trimmers. You know what I'm saying? And so here I am around the hairline area. Like I say, people with braids or people that have dreads, they don't want all that hair right there at the hairline. They don't want it to be real bulky and nappy looking. So I'm going in, and I believe I have my 0 guard on, and it's halfway open, and I'm just trimming that down. You guys seen the other side. I know you guys can't see this side, but that's all I'm doing. So here I am, jumping straight into this neckline. This is my favorite part of a haircut or a taper. That neckline just really sets the tone for how this haircut is gonna come out, if that makes sense. Like when I like to frame my work before I work my way out, and then I work my way in. So that's why I start with the neckline on every single haircut. Everything you see me guys doing is pretty much the exact same thing I do for every single haircut. Start with that neckline, and it's popping. I work my way around the ear a little bit, and then I normally like to dust my client's ear off or whisk it off, whatever, you know, use the little brushy thing, you know what I'm saying? I like to use that around the ear after I work that neckline and around the ear area. But I don't think I did that on this time, but that's what I like to do. But you guys can see the neckline is popping right now. I really love how that, it just, like I say, it really sets the tone for the haircut. So I'm using my corners around the ear. That's another key tip. Don't try to use your full blade around the ear. That's not gonna work. You might go a little bit too high up, and now he has I don't even know what you would call it, but it's gonna look like a whole, you'll be able to see that line above his ear, and that, you really don't want that. It really just depending on how the person's ear sits. But I hit the back of that beard line. He used to not have anything there. But you know, my boy, he's trying to grow it out, he's trying to get it to connect, so we're just gonna line it up. He said keep it, so we're keeping it. So as you can see, hitting the back of that beard line, working up in that ear area. These trimmers hit, man. If you guys don't have any Babyliss Skeleton FXs, I gotta get some. These are my, I haven't picked up another trimmer since I started using these. But here I am at the C-cup area. What I like to do is I like to start at the top. So plant my way at the top, then I go straight down to the bottom of the curve or of the C-cup, use my corner and just work it around. I like to just work it around, and any type of holding spray or hairspray really helps kind of leave like an outline or like a contour or a contrast, like some type of lighter color, so you can really see where you're going with that line, with that trimmer, and it kind of just helps it pop a little bit more. So just working up in the C-cup, making sure that everything is nice and clean and pristine, making sure it's as curved as possible. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. I like to do the neckline, the C-cups, then I do the front line. And as I stated, same thing we did on the other side, we do on this side. So starting at the top, then I'm gonna start at the bottom of the C-cup, work that corner of the trimmers, guys. Really, that's what 85–90% of this lineup consists of, is using the corners. And as you can see, that C-cup is pretty much done. You know, when I started out, I used to overthink the C-cup. I used to not be able to make a good C-cup. I used to be afraid to do it. I felt like I wasn't getting it right, but over time I just learned, use your corner. Just use your corner and it'll come out fire. So right here, I'm starting on the front edge up. His lineup is a little bit sketchy, but you know, we work with it. So we plant ourselves in the middle. Like I say, same steps. We don't ever switch up for nobody. We don't switch up for nothing. We keep doing the same steps, right? Plant in the middle, work my way to one side. So I'm planting in the middle and I work my way to the left side. And now I'm working on that vertical bar, making sure that it's not at a flat 90-degree angle. It's slanted back just a little bit, but you do that to create the illusion that when you look at it from the front of that client, when you look at it, it looks as if it's straight up and down at a 90. But if you turn them to the side, it's just slanted just a tiny bit backwards, not forwards, just backwards. Because if you make it a 90-degree angle from the side, from the front, 9 times out of 10 it tends to look like it's slanted inward, and you don't want that. It's all about creating illusions with this barbering, and with this barbering thing, man, that's what I love about it. It's all about creating illusions. It's all about creating illusions. We are the magicians in this industry. We are the magicians of hair. You know, we do magic tricks. It's all about illusions, guys. So here I am just checking, making sure that the hairline looks good before the enhancements. You never want to have an ugly hairline and use enhancements to cover it up. So now I'm jumping in with my Shine Cuts Hair Color Enhancement Clutch Card, assisted with the Tomb 45 Color No Drip, Onyx Black, of course. And for some reason with this airbrush in previous videos, it was spraying too heavy, and I forgot that I could just adjust that little screw on the back. So I kind of finessed that. This is an older video, by the way, guys. I think I recorded this before I recorded the Aaron haircut with the bald fade with the braids. But anyways, I fixed it, you know, so it's not spraying too heavy, but it's spraying enough to where it's on there. Like I said before, this is what my clients like. I mean, they come to me for this color. They come to me to get that Steve Harvey, you know, maybe not Steve Harvey in its entirety, but they come to me because they want that celebrity hairline. They want that celebrity cut. So I got to give them what they want, right? So right here, I'm just cleaning everything up. I went ahead and I leaned my client back. Sorry, you guys, I can't ever get a good angle for when I lean him back and do the razor, but just know it's obvious I hit him with the razor. And right now I'm really just cleaning up I'm cleaning up the face. I'm sorry, I'm in the middle of the camera and everything, But I'm cleaning up the face, like I say, just cleaning up the entire haircut, making sure that everything looks good, going back over it with the 1.5 blade, making sure it's all down to that desired length on both sides. I seen a little bit of extra hair right there, so I wanted to make sure that everything is nice and even. That's the last thing you want to do, is let somebody walk out with a uneven haircut. And I'm not talking about just the hairline, I mean like the haircut itself. You know, if you have it longer on and it's patchy in one area, and you don't want that. So make sure that you guys are thorough with your work. Make sure that you guys are paying attention to what you're doing. Don't let your clients walk out looking like that, because they're gonna go, this is what they're gonna do, they're gonna go get in the car, look in their review mirror and be like, dang, buddy messed me up. Then you might get a bad review. You might get a bad review. So YouTube, man, this is the finished product. This is the finished cut. Like I say, 1.5 all the way, all around, all even. Taper the back with a crispy lineup. I hope you guys enjoyed this one, man. I really enjoyed making this video, to be honest with you. I feel like I'm hyped today. I feel like, you know, I'm geeked up, you know what I'm saying? You guys got me feeling good with all the support all the view, all the love that y'all are showing. You know, I'm getting comments on videos, I'm getting more subs, I'm getting more views. Like, it really makes me feel good, and it makes me feel as if I'm doing something right. So, you know, that's the best feeling, and all I want to do is keep providing you guys with dope content and giving you guys content that you can learn from. Hopefully you guys find these videos helpful, because you know, I'm really putting my all in this, really trying to help educate you guys, help alleviate those anxieties. As I said previously, I got some more stuff on the way, man, more vlogs. I got a whole bunch more content coming for you guys. So like I said, I hope you guys like this one. Go ahead and turn the notification bell on. Go ahead and subscribe if you aren't subscribed yet. Make sure you like the video. Y'all seen Shorty in the beginning, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't risk those. At the beginning of every video, there's always somebody with a gun threatening you to go like the video. So hey, I would not risk it. I'll see you guys in the next one.